Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here of the Chicago Bears franchise here on ESGNet. As today we're back here for another primetime game here as we're in Believeland, aka Cleveland, here as we're taking on the Browns for another primetime matchup here, this time on Thursday night, as this is our second time on Thursday night in 3 weeks. Yeah, it's been something here. It's nice we're getting exposure here, but I think at the same time, these short weeks and these weird schedules that these teams are having right now, it's probably putting a little toll on them here. But we're taking on the Browns here today, who are currently 0-2 for the season, and we're trying to see if we can avoid giving a W here to them. So far, the Bears right now are leading in points per game as well as passing yards and 5th in rushing yards this season. Of course, Cleveland Browns, you see there, they're only 9th or 5th or so in the passing game of passing yards per game. The first week they lost against the Patriots, and last week they lost against the Cincinnati Bengals there, the Battle of Ohio. And the Bengals won 35-14. Put a really good, Bengals put up a really good showing there in the first half, and they kind of backed off in the second half. But Cleveland came back in the 7th, got a touchdown there, but still was not enough, nowhere near enough to get them back in the game there. The damage was already done in the first half, giving up 28 points in that first half in that game there. So, and of course, Cleveland, they've lost a couple of players here, especially on the offensive side of things. Nick Chubb, who are currently now, he has signed a nice contract with the Vikings, is with them. And of course, he's having a little bit of a slow start with the Vikings right now, as he's not putting up the rushing numbers like we were accustomed to seeing him in the past. And we'll see him here in about 2 weeks' time when we play against the Vikings. But Deshaun Watson, there you see, had a decent, not the best game, but a decent game. Nothing really to really get excited about. Judy there, 6 catches for 83 yards. Really, truly, they just really had a tough time just trying to move the ball down the field. And then, like I said, when they were able to do it, it was in the second half. Garrett, of course, terrorizing the opposition's offense there, but nothing to really, like I said, really put a scare factor or anything against the Bengals last week. And of course, we're hoping that that will be the same case here today. As Deshaun Watson, of course, we're going to have to watch for his short passing, or they say deep passing, but right now, deep passing rating right now is a 90 or 79.1. And I think, if anything, it's going to be a short passing game that we're going to have to be really concerned with. There you see he has 85 short accuracy, 92 power there. So I think if we can just kind of just get in front of his face here and use our linemen, defensive linemen, of course some linebackers, and of course blitz them a couple times here and there, especially on third downs and whatnot. I think we can kind of rattle his cage and get him to throw the ball sooner than he wants to. 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions so far for him this season. And of course, one of the targets that he'll be focusing on this week will be David Njoku. If you guys remember from my series with the Browns here on the main channel, which was actually not that far long ago, David Njoku is probably one of those good players there, and he's right now 5th ranked when it comes to tight ends in the league this season. 5 catches, 49 yards so far for the season. He has 1 touchdown so far this season. Like I said, the Browns are really having a slow go here. But a game here against especially one of the top teams like us, this will definitely perk them up and get them ready and come out here to fight. And we'll have to just really put that in our head here, is that they're a dangerous team. They're gonna put up points on us as much as they possibly can, even though they're not doing so technically. But we just got to come out here and have that mindset here. So we got Denzel Ward. They're saying that we should go with the passing, or we have a better passing rating, which is the deep passing rating has been good. It was, of course, last week, the last episode there, we played against, I believe it was the Ravens. We actually were able to throw the ball pretty well there, but I'm not going to chance it. We're going to kind of stick with the short passing game because Denzel Ward, maybe not one of the, he is a top 10 corner, but, he's a guy that can still, he's been in the league for a while now here. He can still surprise you. He has only 9 tackles so far this season, 1 deflection, but again, that's just, that's just the sheep in wolves clothing right now. Like I said, it just seems like every time we play against a team that's old for whatever, they just seem to come out of nowhere and just do some crazy things. Myles Garrett right in there. He is of course their best defensive edge rusher here, and of course we're gonna have to make sure we can keep him and know where he's at on the field at all times. 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and I think 2 sacks as well. And of course, last episode we talked about this. We lost Swift. He will not be with us here for the remainder of the season. And so now we're going to have to rely on our running game with Roscoe Johnson, who, surprisingly enough, had a really nice game the week prior to this. And now we're trying to see if he can have the same thing here again, as he had, I think like 4 touchdowns. He only had 12 carries at 46 yards, but majority of those touchdowns were on the goal line there. But nonetheless, he still scored. Did have a pretty decent game, and of course, getting some help there also from Homer, helping us out there in that backfield. So 1st and 10 here for the Browns, as we'll see a handoff there. And that's going to be a nice tackle there from our rookie Hill, who we're trying to get involved in more often here. I think coming up, probably next episode here, we'll probably get him more involved in the games. I definitely have already kind of penciled in to make a start there against the Vikings, because like I said, the Vikings are really having a tough go and a tough start of the season there. And I kind of want to see what he can do against one of our rivals. As you see, really quick 3 and out there on the Browns, as now the Bears are coming out here, and you see Johnson here run this one up the middle there. Nice run there from him as he gets 15 yards on the carry. And of course, Williams last week, 17 of 29, 272, no touchdowns, and of course he was sacked once. But so far, the turnover issues is not an issue anymore now. He's been playing a clean sheet here and doing a great job there, and of course you can tell that from his swagger and of course his what he's been like at practice. He's been very confident in the pocket, stepping up a lot more. And so now we'll see what he can do here too. He gets hit as he throws that football there, and that was a nice hit there from the defender, as that pass is going to be incomplete. And of course, like I said, we have to really make sure we keep Williams upright here. We got to make sure we don't get Garrett too much of a good game here. Pass going to be thrown up there. That's going to go to Roman Dunze, who has been having a great time as well last week. 5 catches, 83 yards. And, he's been putting up, practice-wise, he's been looking very sharp. A lot of, he was talking about having multiple touchdowns in today's game here. We'll see if that'll be the case, as we'll see Homer run this one there for a short gain. A couple yards there on that play. It'll be a 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Bears, as this Bears, offense have, of course, continued from leaving off from last season. Been pretty electric there as McGuire makes the breakup there. And we're unfortunately not going to be able to get that 1st down. So we can't convert on a 3rd down, but we are going to kick this one here on this 4th and 4. And this should be a nice kick here, as that's about a 36-yard attempt. And that is going to put us in a nice spot there. I should say a 42-yard attempt there for a 3 points there. So 3-point lead here now for the Bears here at Cleveland. So we'll see a pass there, and that's going to be dropped, as the receiver could not come down with that one. Nice job there stopping the catch, as now Watson here throws quickly a short pass there. A nice hit there from Baker, who we picked up there at free agency here, and he's been looking really good there as one of our outside linebackers. Watson here now trying to convert here on this 3rd and 4. He'll drop back. Quick pass there. That's going to be there. Judy's going to get the catch, but not enough to get to the 1st down, so he cannot convert on 3rd down. And, of course, they'll be forced to punt here, as there'll be a 4th and 1 coming up here for the for the Browns as we get it now, the 24-yard line on the punt return. And Singleton makes a nice tackle there for the Browns, as is now a 2nd and 11. As we'll see Homer here now, hands off to the right-hand side, trying to take the outside there instead of staying inside. And now we're looking at we get it back those yards there, but it's going to be a 3rd and 10 coming up. So 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Bears as Williams here in the backfield there with Johnson. As he drops back here in the pocket, looking down the field here. And he's going to be able to look down the field, but can't get that one off. As he's going to get drilled as he throws the football there. That's going to be an incomplete pass. I think it was intended there for Scott. As now we'll see here, handoff now for the halfback of the Browns as he tries to make a little scamper there for a few yards. 2nd and 7, quick pass there, nice throw there to the receiver. As that is going to be David Njoku as he gets enough there for the 1st down. So they're able to move the chains here. Still the first quarter, still just a decent score right now, 3-0. As see the halfback here coming out of the backfield, and he is blazing a trail there as he gets a gain of 6 on that carry. Open backfield here, Deshaun Watson by himself. Drops back here, throws this one up high and deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Johnson. That's Jalen Johnson as he tries to take this one back for a pick 6. And a nice interception. We get the ball back on their 34-yard line. A huge turnover here for them as they were starting to march down the field here, but Jalen Johnson's like, nope, not today. Got to try to take this one back for a pick 6. But hey, just getting that ball there and getting us now a chance now to try to put up some points of our own here, as we already got 3 already. And we just want a touchdown here as we try to take a 10-point lead as we try to end the first quarter. 2:23 left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 here after the interception. Play action here from Williams. Williams looking down the field here, and Williams gets hit and holds on to that ball just way too long here. As the offensive line they need to do a better job here blocking and giving us at least another second or two here to get Williams a chance to be able to look down the field here. Williams now here in boot route here. He's going to throw this one to Cole Clement as the big Cole train gets the catch there at the 46, and that is going to be a 1st down. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. 3-0 lead here for Chicago. Chicago coming into the game 2-0 for the season. Williams here drops back, throws this one to Cole Clement. Cole Clement fighting for that 1st down marker, and he is going to get it, as that's going to be another gain of 10 on the play. Puts him at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Bears. As again, Williams here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Roman Dunze. And Dunze is going to get met there by the defender, but he's going to hold on to it. As there you see his numbers from last week as he gets a 9-yard reception. Makes it 2nd and 1. So 2nd and 1 coming up here. There's just 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trying to get the first touchdown of the quarter, as we've already got the first field goal of the quarter now, and first field goal of the first points of the game. As we're just trying to do our best here and make sure we just don't turn the ball over here, be smart about it. So now ball on the 28-yard line here, hand off to Johnson as Roscoe there will get the carry, and he'll get some few yardage there before that's the end of the quarter. So we don't get the first touchdown of the game, but we do get the first points of the game here. It's a 3-0 lead here as we exit the first quarter, and we'll see what the Bears can do now here in the start of the second quarter. As we'll flip the field here now. Still have possession. Lead off the second quarter as Williams here throws this one there. That's going to be a rapid throw there to Everett, as he had to throw that one on the run, as the second string tight end comes in there and gets a nice catch there for the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 here, the ball on the 17-yard line, as Johnson here in the backfield there, run off the edge there on the left-hand side, makes a carry, and does a nice job there. Finding himself for the 1st down marker. It's going to be a 1st and goal. Ball's inside the 10. So now 1st and goal coming up here for the Bears. Bears looking to, of course, trying to put this up by 10 here with a touchdown run or a pass of some situation here. Williams here drops back, throws up the middle there, finds Roman Dunze, and that's going to be caught there at the 2-yard line. Nice catch there for Big Rome. As now we'll see what they'll try to do here on this 2nd and goal coming up. Ball on the 2-yard line here. They can pretty much punch it up the middle here with Johnson if they want to, but I'm thinking that this might be a passing situation here. As Williams here drops back in the pocket, throws off to the side there, finds Roman Dunze, but he only gets a yard there after all that. As Ward is able to get the tackle there and stay with Roman Dunze. So now 3rd and goal coming up here. We're not going to be denied here. We're going to get this ball into the end zone here, but I think we're going to now. I think we should have what we should have originally. We should have did. We just ran it. We're going to run this one up the middle here, and Homer's going to run this one in there, and that's going to be a touchdown there for the Bears. As that's going to be a touchdown, Chicago. As Homer gets his 2nd rushing touchdown this season, and that's going to put us up now here. It's going to be a 10-0 lead here early on here in the 2nd quarter as we get the first touchdown of the day between these two clubs. A nice job here as we take a nice drive there on that one. We'll see what Deshaun Watson can do now, so he can try to see if he can do the same. As we'll see a pass there being thrown there to the halfback, and that's going to be a nice carry there, or a nice reception there for a gain of 4 on the play. As we'll see Watson now drops back here. He's going to throw this one on the fly. Finds his big tight end, and he's going to get the catch, and that's going to be enough there for the first down. 1st and 10 there as Hendricks gets the catch. Now 1st and 10, ball their own 37-yard line. Handoff to the halfback here. Handoff trying to shrug off the 2 tacklers, but he is going to get brought down there quickly as he'll get a few yards on the carry. 2nd down here on the ball their own 44-yard line again. Halfback's going to get his number called again, and he's going to get dropped down quickly before he gets to that first down marker. Gets a gain of 3 on that play. So now they're going to kind of stack the box here, make sure we avoid that chance for that run. We'll see a screen pass there, and Watson he finds his tight end there, but the tight end just can't get up the field there. As Jalen Johnson makes a nice tackle there for the corner, and that's going to force him to punt. As we get the ball back at our own 20-yard line here, 2nd drive here, the 2nd quarter. As we'll see. There's play action coming up here, and oh my goodness, geez, talk about blitzing here as we get blitzed again and thrown off target there. So 2nd and 10 coming up here for Williams as he's going to drop back here looking for another pass situation here. Throwing this one up there. Cole Clement had it, or no, he has it, and he's going to come down with it for that big catch there for a first down. Nice job there absorbing that hit and hold on to the football there. Ball the 41-yard line. Williams here scrambles off to the right-hand side looking for a deep pass. Finds Cole Clement, and Cole Clement's going to get the catch at the 33 as he tiptoes his way to the sideline there, keeping both feet in bounds there. Nice job there for him as he's doing a great job here in those situations like that for us this season, especially continuing from last year. So now we'll see 5 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Play action. Williams here tosses one up there. That gets lobbed up there to Moore, and Moore finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. As that's going to be touchdown reception number 2 there for DJ Moore. Great job there for the veteran. Showing what he can do, still shows the skills that he has as he finds his way into the end zone. Great catch. And that's going to put us up now by 17. Of course, our extra point pending as we'll have a nice 17-point lead here with less than 5 minutes left here in the quarter. As we see, this kick is up, and it is good. As we'll see here, 4 plays, 80 yards, taking about a minute 12 off the clock. As we'll see a handoff there to the halfback for the Browns. As it's going to be Ford there. As Ford in the backfield there, and he's going to, we'll see a pass there. It's going to be completed as Watson's able to find a receiver. And nice job there, getting that one there for a few yards. We'll see a 3rd and 4 coming up here. This should be pretty manageable for them. They can pretty much call anything in this situation. Got a man in motion. Watson here drops back in the pocket, throws up the middle there, and that's going to be Judy. He's going to get the catch, no problem there. A little effort to get that first down. That's going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Bears, or excuse me, for the Browns. As the Browns now try to march down the field here, up the middle there. That's going to be Judy again, who gets a great catch. And the Bears don't have an idea what is going on here defensively. Got to make a stop here, fellas. as we were trying to shut out them here, at least in this first half. As we'll see a pass there, as Ford's trying to help out the receiver on the block. As David Njoku there will get the tackle, and he will get no gain there. They'll actually give it back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, play action here for Watson. Watson gets hit as he throws the football, but he's able to get the pass off, and he's able to get 2 yards on that throw, as Montez Sweat was right there on, pretty much literally on top of him, about to take him out. As we'll see here, this pass going to be completed, and it's going to be another catch there, but not enough to get the first down, as they cannot convert the 3rd down. It's going to be a 4th and 4 coming up here. So a 51-yard attempt coming up here. We'll see the almost block there, and it's off the post there, as they cannot get this one here. Take a look at this. Nice job there. We almost could have almost blocked it, but instead the kicker just hits it right off the post and does not go in. So no points for them, as there's now, we get the ball back here at the 41-yard line. Williams here drops back too far, and Myles Garrett finds him for a sack there. Big play there for the big man, Myles Garrett, who gets a huge loss there, a loss of 10 there on that play. Now we got to try to get it back here, and we at least get some of it back there on that pass, as Williams able to find Clement. Clement now here got the ball at the 49-yard line, just 2 yards short of the first down. So we'll try to see if we can convert here on the 3rd down on this 3rd and 2. Play action here for Williams. Williams looks down the field here. Williams lobbing this one up, tossing it deep there to Odunze, but nobody could get to it. You see that DJ Moore was there, and I was trying to click on him to see if he could get it, but he could not get to it either. So now 4th and 2 coming up here. 27 seconds left. Here we're going to get, whoa, wait a minute. What is Swift doing out here? Swift now on the field. He's supposed to have that hip issue, and for whatever reason, he's on the field here. And so now he's off the field here. So maybe he's not hurt as bad as I thought he was. Okay. Anyway, Johnson, or say Williams here, throws this one deep there to Roman Dunze, but it's going to get batted away there, of course, by Ward on that deflection. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here with just 4 seconds left. Williams here drops back in the pocket, throws that one up there. He gets hit as he throws. If he did not get hit, I think that pass would have been on target, but it's going to be knocked off target as he got brushed up there and got hit. Good hit there from the Bears defensive tackle, defensive tackle. But unfortunately, that is not going to help us try to extend this lead now. So 17-point lead as we go into half. Take a look at the scores around. Well, actually, no. There's no scores around the league here because we're the first game of the week there. But there's some of the matchups there. We got Lions taking on of course, the Baltimore Ravens, who we just beat in the last episode. And then, of course, you got games like, let's see, Green Bay are going to be hosting Dallas Cowboys there on Monday Night Football. And last but not least, where are the Vikings? Vikings are going to be hosting the Eagles for that matchup as well. So we'll see. Of course, we'll check out. If I remember correctly, I don't know if I showed the scores of those or not, but there's pretty good matchups there for week 3 here in the NFL. So we'll get back to our game here as we start off the second half with the football here. A ball at the 27-yard line. Bears here trying to manage to get down the field here as DJ Moore gets a catch, and DJ Moore finally brought down by a second man. As that's going to be a nice reception there for him. Ball now at the 38-yard line here. 1st and 10. After the catch, Williams here drops back in the pocket. Williams got to get rid of the football there. He finds Roman Dunze. Dunze does a nice little spin move and spins his way into the first down marker. Put him there at midfield for a 1st and 10. Nice job there of getting that extra yardage there before he gets tackled. 1st and 10, handoff there to Johnson. Johnson's going to get wrapped up with a nice shoestring tackle as he tried to get around his own and get blocked up pretty well there. His own offensive lineman gets in his way. Johnson now try to run this one on the outside, and of course he's going to get slowed down there. As we'll see now, a 3rd and 14 coming up here. Ball on the 46-yard line. of the Bears as Williams here drops back in the pocket. Williams throws this one there. No problem getting that one to Scott as he's been doing a great job here stepping up, as last year towards the postseason he, of course, had to step up there as we end up not having Allen on the field because of injury. And, of course, now we've got start getting those younger and less experienced wide receivers involved in some of our play schemes here, and I think we'll see more of that here as the season progresses. We'll see a pass there for Roman Duze in the back of the end zone, but it's going to get tipped away. No such luck there on that 1st and 10 there on that play. We try to go deep there on that first down there, but could not get it to be successful. Now we'll see here on 2nd and 10, pass there, and oh look, a wide open Cole Clement touchdown Bears. As the Bears are on the board here once again, as Big Cole Dog finds his way into the end zone. That's going to be his 2nd of the season, his 1st of the day. And nice job there for the big tight end. He's definitely a very good large target that you cannot miss, especially when you're in the red zone here. As you see 7 plays, 73 yards on that drive. Nice job there for the Bears, now making it now 24-0. So now with 7:54 left here in the 3rd quarter, we'll see what the Browns can try to do, as Ford there just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, if that. So now we'll see 2nd and 10 coming up here for Deshaun Watson and the Browns. Watson throws up the middle there, and oh, a nice hit there, nice catch, more importantly, but even a bigger hit there, and the receiver's able to hold on to it as he crosses the middle. Deshaun Watson again throws this one there, short pass, screen pass there to Ford, as Ford is going to get met up there by Dexter, as he only gets back to the line of scrimmage on that play. 2nd and 10 coming up, as we'll see the ball in the 44. Watson here drops back in the pocket, has a good solid pocket there, but he cannot find nobody there, as that ball's going to be batted away. Nice job there from Baker, who breaks up that pass. 3rd and 10. We're trying our best here to keep this where they're at. And there you see Owens tipped off his helmet. Almost could have got the interception, but he just cannot hold on to that football there. And that's going to be an incomplete pass and forcing the punt here. And so far, this has been a pretty good game here passing-wise. Williams, we've had a couple of close calls when it comes to getting some passes off, or him making some pretty good, decent plays here. But so far, I will say that the offensive line is getting better at protecting it, as opposed to earlier. Because I thought earlier this game, like, oh my God, we're not doing good pass protection here. We got to give him a little time to get down the field here. But Williams has been doing a good job here of reading the field here pretty quickly, and realizing, hey, you know what, if I don't have the protection here that I need, I'm just going to have to do my best and just hope for the best. And not to mention, he's been calling a lot of audibles to help with the short passing game as well. See 3rd and 8 coming up, as we'll see Williams here gets hit as he tries to throw that football there, as he tried to go out of the pocket just a little bit there. But again, Myles Garrett and the rest of that defensive line there just not being helpful, not being too kind to us there in that situation. We go for it on 4th and 8 here. I think there's a call here by the coach as he decides to go for it here, and Cole Clement gets the catch. And that could have been, of course, obviously it would have been dangerous if we did not get that one. But Cole, he's there. He locks in and gets a nice play there for us for the 1st down. So keep the chains moving, and, of course, keep that clock ticking away here in the 3rd quarter. Williams here gets dropped back there, and he's going to lose quite a bit of yardage. And the ball that's going to be a fumble. Oh, my goodness, as Watson, one of their defensive players there, gets a hold of the football and makes a nice sack there. I want to say it was probably Garrett who got a hold of it. Yeah. And there you see it. Now, wait a minute. That does not look like he was down. I think the ball was not. I think his knee was down before the ball popped out. Now, I tried to challenge it. They wouldn't let us challenge it. So, go figure. So, we'll see what they'll take advantage of this, this unsavory turnover for us. As that's the first fumble now for the season here for Williams. And Deshaun Watson now has to come off the field here as he's got something wrong with his knee. So they have to bring out their backup here. We'll see what he can do as he's going to drop back here, toss this one up there. That's going to be caught as we'll see here. That is Odin as their backup, and he throws there to Najoke. As we'll see a 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Browns. As Odin here throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, and no, it's going to be dropped. As Gordon makes a last-minute hit there and causes them to drop the football. Nice job there from Gordon. As now 4th and 3 coming up. We'll see a kick here, and the Browns are finally going to be able to put some points here late in the 3rd quarter as they get 3 points of their own. So it's not going to be a shutout here as the Bears were probably hoping for. It's now 24-3. So now for 1st and 10 here, ball on their own 29-yard line. Pass there to Cole Clement as Clement gets their catch, and that is going to be a nice 8-yard reception. We'll see a flag being called here. As looks like could be a free play for the offense as Johnson now runs this one out near the gets the 1st down there, but it looks like it is going to be offsides on the defense as that's going to be on Delpit. 5-yard penalty, a free play there for the Bears as the Bears will get now extra 5 yards tacked on to that run. So it's going to be an automatic 1st down as they're going to go ahead and get the penalty. I'm sure the Browns were right there thinking like, okay, why did you guys know better not to be sitting there in the neutral zone there like that. But he's seen it like, yeah, we got to take advantage of it. Go ahead. So now 2nd and 5 coming up here, ball the 48-yard line. Handoff now to Roscoe as Johnson will run this one there, and that'll be I think if anything, I think he might have lost a yard instead of gained one. We'll see what we can do now on 3rd down. Ball's at the 50-yard line. Pass up the middle there. That's going to go to Scott. As Cole Clement got a decent block there for the receiver. And that's going to be completed there for a 1st down. So we do get the 1st down off the throw. I think if anything, I think that might have been going to Cole Clement instead. But Clement just realized, like, I can't get to it. Scott, you do it. As we'll see Swift out here again. What is going on? Why is Swift out here? As we see a penalty being called, it's going to be on us. That's going to be coming back. As Collins gets hit with a holding call there. That's a 10-yard penalty. Puts us back at the 48-yard line. So we'll see here 1st and 15. As Swift out here again. Runs this one here. I don't know. I put him out of the what do you call the what is it called? The depth chart there where he couldn't play. But I don't know. Maybe I know he's on the IR. I don't know if maybe I have to look and see if he is actually off. Like we put him on there for sure because that's the only reason I can think of why he's out here. But nonetheless, he's not hurting, or at least not showing he's hurt. But he's gonna come out here and play anyway, as he runs this one there. So. Like I said, I have him 3rd on the depth chart there to either 3rd or 4th on the depth chart because I think I put the fullback there in that 3rd position there. But as we go ahead and see here, it's 24-3 as we go to the final quarter of this one here. And for whatever reason, DeAndre Swift is out here, and I don't know why. He should be on crutches right now with his hips right now. His hip being an issue right now for him. So I don't know, but he's out here ready to play. We'll see if that's going to affect his way of if we pass the ball or run the ball with him anymore here. As Everett here, tight end there, makes a nice carry there, or a nice reception, a nice job there getting to the 2-yard line. As now we're looking at a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal here for the Bears with 10:41 left. Handoff there to Johnson. Johnson is trying to get to that across the plane there, but he cannot as he's going to be denied there quickly by the Browns defensive lineman. 2nd and goal coming up here again. He's going to hand this one. This time he's going to hand off to Swift, and Swift is denied as well. I think Swift, if anything, should be hurting right now as he had a brutal hit in that last game there in the last episode. That's why he's out for injury. But he goes in for the touchdown as Swift surprisingly comes in here and gets a nice rushing touchdown. It looks like it's going to be his 4th of the season, his 1st in today's game, and he's, for whatever reason right now, he's getting close to like 40 yards in the game here right now. So I mean, I don't know. But we'll definitely have to make sure he's out of the lineup here, and maybe make sure I gotta check for sure if he's, in the IR there, because he should be there. He is not gonna be ready for, for the next couple of weeks. I think it'll be if we happen to get to the playoffs, which ideally we should. But he will be coming back then. So. But we'll see a nice throw and toss there to Ford as he gets the reception for the first down. Less than 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Watson again drops back here. Quick pass there to his tight end. As the tight end meets up there with TJ Edwards. And Edwards makes a nice stop there. But he does... Njoku did get 3 on that reception. As we'll see now, Deshaun Watson now taking off here. We haven't seen him do this at all here in today's game. He decides to run here, and that was one of the things I was really concerned about. I was like, man, we haven't seen him take off and just run. And he does there on that play, getting the first down. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be completed. A gain of 5 on the play. As Watson is just kind of nickel and dime us down the field. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball now on our 23-yard line. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be a reception. And Njoku is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns, as they were able to score for the first time here at home in the end zone. 6 plays, 75 yards, taking 2:11 off the game clock there. It's now a 31-10 ball game. So we decided to go ahead and give our guy a rest for the remainder of the game. We're going to put in Russell Wilson here and see what he can do as he runs this one here with Schiff. As DeAndre Swift there, I should say, is in the game. And again, I'm just scratching my head. I'm just befuddled of why in the hell is he in the game, as we do have an injury now. It's going to be McGovern. Oh no, he's our top center here. We just don't need no more guys going down. So Russell Wilson under center here, as he's got Johnson now in the backfield. Hands off to him, and they're going to run this one for a short gain, as that's going to be a nice, actually a pretty decent gain there, actually a gain of 8. Hand off to Swift again. Swift going to bounce off the defender, and he's going to find his way getting those 4 yards for that first down. As we got a bruised knee, McGovern's going to be out, and Murray's going to come in to take over that center position. So hopefully McGovern's all right, because he's our guy, he's our starter, and I don't need any more people getting hurt here. These first couple of weeks, and that's the thing. I have a slider, it's pretty reasonable. It's at 22 or something like that. When I had it at 20, it seemed like there was no injuries at all. Now all of a sudden, there's just injuries just popping up left and right here on our team. So I don't know. Maybe we need to put it at 21. I don't know. Just using Matt 10's slider set from Operation Sports there. He just recently updated not too long ago. And I moved the, because I want to see some more injuries, but at the same time, not like a whole, stew of injuries here. It seems like there's been like injuries just popping up left and right. I guess our guys didn't do too much of working out during the off season. As we see, Cole Clement gets a huge catch there for him. He's trying to dive for that first down, or for that end zone there, but he's going to get stopped at the 1. As that was a nice catch there for him. He is fired up and jacked up, ready to go. As we could possibly put another score here on the board here. Less than 4 minutes left here in this one. Hand off to Swift. Swift's going to run this on the outside, and he's going to find his way into the end zone for the second time here today. That's going to be his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, as he is eyeing somewhere close to 70 yards now here in today's game. Nice run there from him here on Thursday Night Football. And a great drive there from Wilson, doing of course, stepping up here, as we did take out Williams for the remainder of this quarter. 10 plays, 69 yards, almost 4 minutes off that drive. So now, Cleveland, this is probably their last drive here in this game. Let's see if they can get down the field here. As you'll see Watson now take off here. He's going to get a big, nice run, as he gets a gain of 15 there on that carry. And, of course, we're going to be watching for him now more so than ever. Ball on the 41-yard line here. 1st and 10. Pass there completed, and it's going to be caught. As that's going to be, looks like Frank Jr. there gets the catch. the young wide receiver. 3rd and 4 coming up here for Watson, as that ball's going to be batted away and told, no, you've been denied. As there's no shot there on that play there, getting the converting for that first down. So now they're going to have to go for it, obviously, here. 4th and 4. They're trying to prove that they're better than what the score says. Pass there can be completed there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a nice first down there for DJ Shark. Yeah, he's with them, with the Browns, as he gets a catch there. And they're going to be a timeout or 2-minute warnings now up here for the Browns. As now 1st and 10. Watson here, open backfield here. Watson throws this one on the fly, and he finds his receiver, who gets a great catch. That's Barnes, another young wide receiver for the Browns. That's going to be a first down. 1:30 left here. We'll see Watson again makes a connection there with David Njoku. That's a gain of 4 on the play, as they're, like I said, just trying their best to try to get at least, Madden trying to get another touchdown here. But the putting, what is it, what is it, something in the pudding or something? The proof, that's what it is. I knew that. The proof is in the pudding already here, as this one's going to be pretty much done. As we see another come on! A garbage time touchdown there for David Njoku. He gets a 2nd of the game here. And the Browns, even though they got a touchdown here, celebrating here, but they're still going to pick up that L. As they get 10 plays, 75 yards, and 3 minutes off the game clock. As 17 seconds left here, not much for us to really do here, as we just go ahead and just go out here and take a knee and end this one here. Nice victory for the Bears, as they now 3-0, going undefeated into week number 4. Nice job there from our guys there. Of course, Wilson coming in to play reliever in the game. It was nice that I decided, like, you know what, Williams had his fair share of, getting past, getting roughed up there, getting sacked, and all that good business there. I'm like, yeah, let's just go ahead and see what Russell can do. And I think I'm going to do that more often here, especially with the injuries being the way they are right now. We cannot afford to have another offensive player, especially like Williams, being knocked out. So I decided, like, yeah, let's just go ahead and take Williams out and just pull him. Not a bad game for us here today. It was a good match, at least a great game for us. Not the best matchup in the world, but nonetheless, we came out here, did our job, got the points that we needed, and got out of there pretty quickly. So we'll see this. Of course, you see the numbers there. Turnover wise, yeah, we did have 1 turnover, but it was a fumble, wasn't an interception or anything like that. It was just nice. So far, interceptionless in the first 3 weeks here for Williams. And, of course, time possession in our favor. Williams, 20 of 33 to 26, 2 touchdown passes, completed 66% of his passes. Watson, 23 of 31, 100 yards for him for the game. Completed 74% of his passes, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Olden in there, you see 2 for 4 in the game when he was in there. Of course, Wilson 1 for 2 in the game as well. So he was just in there just to manage and just get us to the win. Roscoe Johnson, 15 carries for 55 yards, no rush touchdowns for him. Swift, for whatever reason, came in the game. Told, hey coach, I'm ready to play. I got my gear on. 14 of 67, 2 touchdowns for him as well. Cole Clement, big day there for him, passing wise, 9 catches for 175 and a tutty. David Njoku had a great day there for the Browns, 7 catches for 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. Roman Dunze, yeah, we didn't get in the end zone with him too well, but he had 6 catches for 73 yards. DJ Moore, 2 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown for him in second. And then defensively, for the most part, Brister, most tackles for the team, 11 tackles, 1 TFL. Baker, 10 tackles. Edmonds, 5 tackles, a TFL. Johnson, Jalen Johnson, nice day there for him. He had an INT there early on, and 5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And Dexter had a tackle and a TFL as well. And you take a look at the numbers there for the Bears, and like I said, the Bear had a great day there. Even a rookie had a decent day, and like I said, I think in the next 2 games here, I think next week we'll put them in more different defensive packages as well. But I think in week 5, I think we're going to go ahead when we play the Vikings, and we're going to see what he can do there. Have him have a full start there against him. I want to see what he can do against a young quarterback. We'll see J.J. McCarthy for the first time here in this series, because remember last year he got injured and did not play at all when we played in both of those Vikings games there. So should be very interesting to see how that's going to play out. But defensively for us, we did, like I said, it wasn't huge, no defensive scores of any kind, but we did get, like I said, interception that helped us out. Of course, we scored afterwards, but yeah, the defense did their job there, did a great job, only giving up 17 points or so like that in this game, so not bad at all. Cole Clement's going to get a nice, he's going to get an upgrade here, and he has a skill point there he can use there, that vertical threat upgrade. That's going to be at 86 now for him. Roscoe Johnson also has a nice upgrade as well. We'll take a look here as he's going to continue getting better as an elusive back. So great week here for us, and now we're going to get ready to head back home as we're taking on a 3-0 squad. That'll be the Rams coming up, and we're the heavy favorites in that one. So we'll head back to Soldier Field for a Week 4 matchup. Definitely stay tuned for that here on the channel, as we're just getting, it seems like we're getting better and stronger every single week, even though we got players are dropping like flies. If I'm not mistaken, too, I think Montgomery, he's going to be out for another week because he had a issue with on the field there with that injury. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think he's going to be at least out for at least another 1 to 3 weeks. So we'll see how that will fare. We'll see if that changed or not. But nonetheless, nothing big, nothing huge issue, but just another win. And I cannot wait to see how we play against these Rams. This is going to be a fun game as well. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, it'll be coming up in the next day or two. Stay tuned for more here on ESGNet when it comes to the Chicago Bears franchise. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And of course, don't forget our second channel here on YouTube as well is ESGNet Plus LP. There's a link down below to that channel, as well as there's links to some of the series that we have down there in the description as well. So definitely go check out those series, especially our Mission Recondition series there with the Jaguars, as well as another Mission Recondition series. We have several Mission Recondition series of different sports, but right now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Cubs over there in MLB 25 as well. So we got another Chicago team that we're representing, but on the second channel. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. Let's go, the Bears. Let's find another win next week here in Week 4. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time. Let's go Bears.